what's right. Fight for your life.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former governor of Minnesota and WWE Hall of Famer, Jesse the Body Ventura.
Hello, everybody. Wow. Please bear with me while I wait for the music to end. That's good. There we go. Please excuse me because I left office in '03 and I have not worn a tie or suit since. So I'm out here now in Arizona, and I didn't bring a tie or a suit with me because I heard in Arizona you don't need it. You wear blue jeans and golf shirts and T-shirts. And so I fit in pretty good now as a Minnesotan who's now transplanted to Arizona. But anyway, I'm here in support of Robert F. Kennedy's bid for President of the United States. And I support this because I have been a person of the third party my entire political career and my entire adult lifetime. I go way back. I voted for John Anderson back in 1980, for those of you that are old enough to remember that. So I have been a third-party person my entire life. I support the third-party movement. Ralph Nader had it best when he called it the two-party dictatorship, because that's what it is. And you're seeing right now, the very reason we need to elect somebody other than Democrats or Republicans. And that reason is this. You're seeing it right now with this border bill where they put their party before the country. Bear that in mind. Democrats and Republicans always put their party first, then it's their money bag donors that give them the money. And let's see, we the people, we could end up about fourth or fifth on the list. But rest assured, it's their party first, not the country. And you're seeing that right now. They could pass this bill, but they're not doing it. Why? Because of party politics and an election coming this fall. So let everybody suffer while they put their parties first. Well, that's why we need to elect independents. I won the election in Minnesota. I took on the Democrats and Republicans. And I was talking with Bobby earlier, and I think I amazed him a little bit when I told him I only raised $300,000 to become the governor of Minnesota. I can tell you this. I made more money doing the job than what I spent to get it. There isn't an elected official in the last 100 years to a major office who can say that. I made more money doing the job than I did spent to get it. And that's what you're looking at today. You talk about wasteful spending. How about the wasteful spending on these political parties? And the money that just goes down, for lack of a better term, down the toilet with this fundraising and all that stuff. I don't need that. And Bobby doesn't need it either. Bobby will make it on ideas. That's what I ran on in Minnesota, ideas. And the people responded. The voter turnout rose and went sky high in Minnesota. Bobby can do the same thing nationally. He can, if all we need is for people to believe, and I'm your example. I beat the Democrats and Republicans at the same time. They can be beaten. They can be beaten. And how you beat them is with ideas. How you beat them is with people responding to those ideas. And how you beat them is by putting America first. The United States first, not yourself. This isn't about yourself, and this isn't about your political party. It's about our country. And right now, our country needs Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And all third-party candidates. I believe it was John Adams told us, warned us. He said, when political parties take over the government, say goodbye to the government that you know. Well, he warned us, and we're on the brink right now, because these two dysfunctional parties that are running this country, they've been doing it now for, 50 years or more, and with the same results. And they don't have you in mind. They got theirselves in mind. So we need to elect people who truly understand what public service is about. And when you talk, I'll say this to you, and I'll finish with this. Imagine the world we would live in today if the two Kennedys would have lived. There would have been no Vietnam. There would have been no Cold War. We'd be friends with Cuba. This world would be, you wouldn't recognize it today. And so I always say Jack Kennedy was the greatest president of all in my lifetime. And the reason I say that is because they let him serve the least amount. He didn't even get one term. That's why he's the best, because they wouldn't let him go past not even one term. Well, maybe it's time to elect another Kennedy. And so on that note, please let me introduce to you a friend of mine, and I'll go back the many 20 years ago when they came to me and Robert's son Connor had a dream. And I had a chance to fulfill his dream. And his dream was a simple one. He wanted to go scuba diving or diving with an authentic Navy frogman. Well, I provided the authentic Navy frogman, and Connor and I had a great day diving down in Cabo San Lucas at Land's End. I'll remember it my whole life, and I sure hope Connor does too. But on that note, let me introduce to you who I hope is the next President of the United States, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.